Hey loves, and welcome to Heart Love Messages. My name is Crystal. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you are already subscribed here, welcome back. So tonight I have a love message from your person. I will be pulling from this deck here just to see how your person is currently feeling, how they are currently viewing you and or your connection, as well as any other important messages that they may have for you at this time, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get a very clear and concise message directly from their heart space. Okay, so the first message that we have here is what's done in the dark. Very, very intense energy coming out here. I'm immediately getting spiritual interference with this card here, but I'm also getting Wheel of Fortune energy. Okay, so whether you know it or not, your connection is currently under the energy of exposure. So this may be a time where you really can't judge what's happening or what's unfolding with your person because it could really play out anyway. But there's such this heavy energy of exposure because it's the energy of cause and effect. It's like a tallying system where your past actions or past events are now creating the present moment. So there's something about to take place. And whatever this is, it's been happening on a deep subconscious level. So with this card here, what's done in the dark, I'm not really picking up on anything, negative or tumultuous. This is more so focused on the parts of your connection that are not so visible. These are the things that are about to be highlighted in some way. So this is tapping into a very specific type of bond between you and your person. Because anytime this energy comes out, it means that you're in a connection that's not really influenced by the 3D. So people cannot interfere in your connection. Only God can. So if you're at this place where you feel that there's some kind of external energy of any kind, this is actually coming from a higher source. But what's sticking out here is that this Wheel of Fortune energy is so tricky, especially when it comes to romantic connections, because things can really go either way, depending on where you are on your journey. But it always leads to a massive shift or a massive change. So it's either things are about to move in a positive direction, or things could shift and become challenging in some way. So the tricky part is that the only way for you to determine what side of the spectrum you're on is not based on where you happen to be right now. It's actually based on something that took place in the recent or distant past. So something is definitely about to be revealed that's going to shift the trajectory of your connection very, very soon. And because it's the Wheel of Fortune energy, this is the kind of change that may happen unexpectedly. So with both the energies of spiritual interference and the Wheel of Fortune energy, this is definitely going to be a fated event. Something that you and your person will not see coming. And it's because you may be looking to the 3D for answers, but the 3D is only an illusion. So this will most likely catch you completely off guard because it can go either way. But the way the energy is coming through, it's going to benefit you in the end. Because the Wheel of Fortune energy always comes with a lesson and a blessing. And sometimes it takes for you to go through the challenge to see it that way. But there's always a higher power over this, because this energy comes with redirection of some sort, and it happens very, very quickly. So it's like literally waking up on another timeline, or your life being one way one day and then it changing drastically the next. But there's definitely a lot of spiritual momentum building in the background of your life at this time, okay? Let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message that we have is, I like you. Wow. I'm getting the energy of 2. So Divine Feminine, you could be seeing the numbers 222 at this time, or you could be seeing variations of 2 or just pairs. And this is because your spiritual team is letting you know that you have a choice to make. Because I'm picking up on a Divine Feminine that has two masculine energies in your field at this time. And I'm getting that you know this already. So this reading is going to be very, very specific. What's interesting about this is that these are two very different energies, almost as if they oppose or they contradict one another. And because of this, you're being pulled in two very different directions at this time. I also just got past and future. So there could be a masculine that you're still linked to in the past, while also being connected to a masculine that's either in your life right now or about to manifest in your life at this time. And this is the problem. These two energies absolutely contradict one another. These two masculine energies are very, very different. And this is in every sense. So they may show up in your life in this way. They may come from two totally different walks of life. They could be from two different age groups, or they can even have just really different mindsets or outlooks on life. But I'm also getting with this energy of two that one could be linked to the 3D while the other is more connected to you in the 5D. So with this card here, I like you, it's very clear that they're both focused on you at this time. So this is more about you than it is about them, Divine Feminine. Both of these masculines are extremely drawn to you. But again, they are very, very different. So they're attracted to you for very different reasons. But the one thing that they have in common is that they see you as being beneficial in some way. And this is why this past person is still lingering in your energy, and this new or more recent masculine is currently pursuing you. So something about you is very magnetic at this time. You may have gone through some kind of ascension or raised your energy in some way. But what's coming through clearly here is that you're giving off a certain scent at this time. And it's drawing both past and present energy, which could have you feeling a little conflicted or even unsure as it pertains to what's about to unfold next on your journey. And on an even deeper note, it's almost as if both of these energies come with a path or a destiny or the next chapter of your story. And all of this is unfolding behind the scenes. This is why that Wheel of Fortune energy is coming through so strongly with this reading. Because whether you know it or not, Divine Feminine, your next move is vital. So if you've been feeling this energy of choice, or if you've been seeing just the energy of two in your life, it's because you're being guided to make a choice or make a decision. And it really feels like that decision is going to unlock what happens next in your life. Let's get the next message here. Wow. So the next message that we have is Heyoka Empath. Wow. Divine Feminine, this is why your next move is so vital. It's because of the type of soul that you are. Whether you know it or not, you are a Heyoka Empath, which is the most powerful type of empath that there is. And it's because of your ability to speak to two very different aspects of the soul. And so you may have always attracted a very different scope of masculine energies, so different that it confuses you and makes you look at yourself a little bit deeper to try to understand what it is about you that could be causing such a huge pull to these opposing energies. And this may show up in your life with all of your relationships, but I'm getting that it's even more evident in your love life. Whoever you are very powerful. So powerful, in fact, that you may even be afraid of it at times, because it's like you somehow always know how to present yourself to gain access to the truth, whether this be hidden information or other levels of access that you deem to be important at the moment. So with this card here, this is pointing to a very, very rare type of feminine, like super rare. And not only are you empathic, but you are also very sensitive emotionally and telepathically. You can easily pick up on things through your senses. And so when it comes to your love life, all of your connections may feel backwards to you. And it's because of the way that you were designed. You are wired or attuned to a certain frequency in masculine energy, and that's the energy of truth. So no matter how they present physically, you can see way beyond that. And to take it a step further, you also have the ability to present yourself in a way that makes them lower their defenses with you. And I personally feel that this energy is so rare because it also has a touch of the high priestess energy as well, where because of your spiritual position, people seek out your energy, whether this be on a conscious or subconscious level. It's like they feel that you have something that they need. And I'm being brought back to the card, I like you. So I feel like this is what's being coveted about you at this time, your empathic nature and your ability to align with and see the truth in a masculine no matter where they are on their journey. And also present yourself in a way where they kind of have to tell you who they are, whether this be up front or down the line. But because most of your connections feel backwards to you, I'm getting that you come across a lot of information initially that begins to unfold over time or in divine timing. And this is what's playing out energetically in your life with these two opposing masculine energies. The reason why they both are drawn to you is that you are highly empathic. But what's clear here is that they're drawn to you for two totally different reasons, or they view you completely different based upon their own personal experience. Okay? Wow. Let's get the next message here. So the next message that we have is your energy is exposing you. This is why your connections tend to unfold in the way that they do. Yeah, there's heavy repetition energy coming through with this card here. So you may find that you meet very different masculine energies that have the same underlying energy, like all of them, or they simply respond to your energy in the same exact way. So Divine Feminine, what's about to unfold in your life is going to actually reveal a lot about you, your mind, your heart, and more importantly, how you truly see yourself. Because the people that you will attract are very specific, or there's only a select few that can even get close to you. So there are many people in your life who may assume that they know you, but honestly, they only know as much as they can handle. Wow. Whoever you are, you have very potent energy. So when it comes to these masculines in your field, I'm getting that they got through to you for a reason. They're also showing up at this time for a reason, which again is very rare. And all of this is unfolding in a really backwards way. For some of you, you may be aware that this is how things happen for you in your romantic partnerships. But for others of you, you could be trying to figure out why things are unfolding in this order. And it's because your energy is so advanced and also so sensitive that for you, everything begins in your upper chakras or your spiritual chakras. So in this way, you immediately establish a spiritual understanding of what you're dealing with. And what's interesting about this is that both of these connections in some way feel otherworldly to you. But one may pull on you a little more in the 3D, while the other pulls on you in the 5D. And it's because both of these connections or these energies are really telling a deeper story about who you truly are, Divine Feminine. So this is far past physical or sexual chemistry. This really feels like something sacred. So when it comes to this past energy, this could be a masculine that you were linked to in the past that appeals to a certain version of you. Because I'm getting that they know things about you that other people don't. But the fact that this other energy is present just shows that this past person has access to a version of you that you have outgrown in some way. But it could be showing up at the same time of this current energy, because whatever version of you this is something that you return to because it is so familiar. And in this way, you could be sending them a message without even meaning to, because clearly this past energy is still under the impression that they have a chance with you. but your energy is being pulled to a higher timeline, which is where this new energy or this new person is coming through. And because your abilities allow you to see directly into a person's soul, this is why other people can't interfere, because this type of power comes with great responsibility. And you won't even be able to experience love or connection on this level if you didn't have the heart for it. But because you have this gift, all of your connections are backwards. Whereas in normal connections, there's this dance of getting to know a person and slowly peeling back the layers of their true identity. I'm getting that you see the full picture up front, and you have to make a conscious decision if this is someone that you want to engage with, because you understand that by indulging in any type of bond, you're signing an energetic agreement. So as it pertains to this masculine that's approaching you, you may feel as if you already know who this person is, but you don't understand why you know or why you have so much access to them. But I'm getting clearly that it's because all of the details of why you align with people tend to be the actual unfolding of your connection. So this new energy in your field is tied to your destiny in some way. And you could be at this place, Divine Feminine, where you're ready to find out who this person is and why they're showing up at this stage of your life. Okay? Let's get the next message here. So the next message that we have here is, I've been testing you. Wow. Divine Feminine, you are being watched very, very closely, whether you know it or not. Everything from your actions to your words to your thoughts. And it's because although these two masculines are very drawn to you, they're under the impression that you're not who you say you are. And it's not because they doubt you. It's only because of how incredibly rare your energy is. It's almost as if this type of judgment comes with the territory. When people get in your energy, they genuinely wonder if you are the Divine Feminine. And I'm getting that all the evidence may be there, but they still have this urge to test you. And what's so interesting about how this reading is playing out is how both of these energies are in some way having a very unique experience with you, or they see you through a totally different lens, while also being drawn to the very same qualities in you. So although they're getting two very different versions of you, it's almost as if your true nature baffles them, or they don't believe that you are who you've shown them that you are. So whether you know it or not, everything that you do is being considered. But this is playing out on an energetic level. There's like this battle of the opposites, the past and the present, karmic energy versus divine love, or even 3D versus 5D. There's such a heavy dual energy coming through so powerfully with this reading, but it's almost as if it's taking place behind the scenes. But you are aware of it in some way, Divine Feminine, because I'm getting that you are very, very sensitive, especially to just energies in your field. So this just may be confirmation for you, because clearly with you having this high level of sensitivity, you know exactly what you're dealing with, but you're wired to handle things in a certain way. Almost like this is a part of your soul contract where you can't reveal everything you know or see. I'm also getting that you're the type of feminine that never feels the need to chase anything. And this also refers to information. You allow things to come to you in divine timing. So in this way, you have a very calming aura. But this is so interesting because the energy of this reading is completely flipped. There's usually a heavy emphasis on the masculine when it comes to this double energy. You know, this push and pull between the past and the future, or the 3D and the 5D. So it's very interesting to see this play out with your energy. It's almost as if you're shedding skin or closing out a huge karmic cycle. And because of this, you're naturally drawn in new energy. But this process has not been easy because you're literally being pulled in two directions. And depending on where you are in your journey, this could be happening in the physical or the spiritual realm. For some of you, it's happening in both places. But your energy is very, very sensitive at this time because you can definitely sense that you're being tested in some way. And it's because although you have shown your true nature or just been authentic in the way that you show up with these two masculines, they both still feel the need to test you. But because it's happening from two different levels or perspectives, it may seem as if you're being stretched at this time, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. But there's definitely something happening on a very, very deep level with you, Divine Feminine. Okay? Let's get the last message here. Okay, so the last message that we have is, are you ready for this? This is such specific energy. And also, this overall reading is just very, very different from a lot of the messages that I pick up on. But Divine Feminine, it honestly feels like you've been put in the position to make a very heavy choice. Or honestly, with this Wheel of Fortune energy just influencing this whole thing, you've already made a choice. And this is being determined by your actions in the recent past. So whatever you've been pouring your energy into is what's about to manifest in real time for you, or what's about to take place in the physical realm. There's a huge timeline shift, and it's almost as if you're about to experience a new element to your love story. And this could be with a person from your past that you have history with, or a person that's being manifested in the spiritual before they appear on your path. And although these two energies are very different, the only thing that they have in common is you. Because what's coming through clearly here is that you are creating this, whether you know it or not. The pen is in your hand, and your thoughts, your actions, also your emotions are literally carving out your love story. So you are in a very powerful position, and both of these energies are aware of this, because how you see yourself and how you truly feel about yourself is what's manifesting for you in love. And this is not something that has to be broadcasted or even said. This is all energy. This is why these energies are drawn to you in very different ways, because there are multiple timelines that coexist simultaneously. And whatever energy you assume is the timeline that you create or agree to. So both of these realities or destinies are totally possible. And that's why there's such a focus on your energy, Divine Feminine, because subconsciously, it's like they are aware that you have to make a choice in order to get the energy flowing and moving. But honestly, this has already been building behind the scenes, whether intentionally or unintentionally. I'm getting very clearly, you have already made a choice. And it's almost as if this reading is just simply confirmation of that, and also letting you know that your desires are manifesting, and you're about to see that in real time. And this could go any way. But on an even deeper level, I feel like this is a powerful message that touches on feminine desire and how you literally have the ability to create anything that you pour your energy into. And it's like you're becoming more aware of this fact. And also the fact that because you are very empathic, the most powerful type of empath that there is, this can sometimes feel like a gift and a curse. Because you were created with the gift of relating. You can see the value or the true essence of a soul without even trying. And so no matter how a person presents or what they've been through, you can see the truth and the heart and the soul of that person. So this may cause you to attract people from all different walks of life. And it makes it hard for you to make a choice because there are multiple timelines that can be created and manifested. So although this may appear to be two different masculines in your energy field, these are honestly just two different versions of you, pushed out and manifested in the masculine vessel, that were sent to mirror your true thoughts and awareness at this time. And by engaging in a connection with either energy, you are essentially saying that this is the type of energy that you feel most comfortable with, and also what you consider to be the most beneficial to your life and your destiny. So all of this is literally about you, Divine Feminine. And when it comes to the twin flame journey in general, this is sometimes how it plays out. This journey will not be cookie cutter. Many people, places, and things will appear on your path to get you to where you need to be. But the one thing that is so unique to this reading and to this Divine Feminine that I'm tapping into is that people cannot interfere with your life. Only God can. And when you begin to truly understand what that means, it makes it easier for you to separate the energy from the person and to see what's truly going on. But on an even deeper level, you will see how God is just sending people in your life to affirm your internal world and your innermost thoughts and feelings. And the moment that you decide to make a different choice or choose a different reality, the corresponding energy will present itself. Yeah, this is very, very deep. Whoever you are, something very, very deep and spiritual is happening in your life right now. And it feels like it's spilling over into your love life or into your connections. So if you're wondering why these energies are here, this is why. If you're wondering why you feel as if you're being pulled in two different directions, it's because you are. And this could feel like a pull between your higher self and your lower self. This could feel like a pull between, soulmate love or karmic love and twin flame love. This could feel like a pull between the 3D and the 5D. But Divine Feminine, the truth is that this is just you versus you. Your energy versus your energy. Your past energy versus your current energy or your future energy. Your energy and how it presents in the 3D versus how it presents in the 5D. Your higher self, your lower self. This is literally the sum total of your past thoughts, actions, events, and also how you view yourself internally, manifesting in the external. So for some of you, you may feel as if you're in this position where you're being kind of forced to make a decision because there is two options in your life. But I'm getting clearly, just with the energy of this reading, you've already made a choice. And whatever you've been pouring energy into is what's about to unfold in your life, okay? And for some of you, this can manifest as something that's coming back around to you that feels familiar, that feels sacred, that feels very comforting to you. For others of you, this could definitely be a new energy, something exciting, something that you haven't experienced before. But there's also a sense of familiarity when it comes to the soul connection, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. If you resonated with this message, please be sure to hit the like button on your way out. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.